wreath of the season. Pretty much after this week, it kind of closes that gap by the time you would make it and ship it and do all those things. So usually we're not going to make any more after this week. Now, if you still have local customers that you don't have to ship to, of course, you could still knock those out. All right, we are going to attempt to just use one roll of mesh on this wreath. So if we're gonna do that, we gotta cut this up. All right, so math, right? So math says that if I wanted to put one piece of this mesh in every one of those twist ties, this is 30 times 12, which is 320. Divide that by the 18 twist ties on my frame, means I can put about 20 inches of mesh in every twist tie and have enough to do that. So we are going to start with doing 10-inch cuts. And we are going to need 20 of them at 10 inches. So there's 3. So we're going to put 2 10-inch cuts in all the way around the base. All right, we're at 9. We're at 12. How's market? Market was good. 15. 17. 18, and then we need 2 more. All right, let's get our frame back and let's put those on there. So on this particular frame, it's pre-made, it has 18. So we're gonna take 2 of our curls, roll them up nice and thick, right? Not too tight. Crisscross them, then scrunch that X right in the middle, and then we're gonna add one of these sets all the way around the bottom. You're in line at Dairy Queen getting ice cream. Parker loves the Dairy Queen. Margaret, there's a Dairy Queen like 2 minutes from the Mastermind house. All right, so we're just gonna put those 2 all the way around. You haven't watched in a while? Well, where you been? So what's nice about this method is you still have a nice, pretty full looking wreath, but it uses a lot less of your mesh. So instead of almost 2 full rolls, this one only uses 1 roll, but it will be a lot less thick. So the reason that I feel comfortable doing this method today is because of how big the sign is. So if I didn't have a really large sign or something on it, I would be a little bit nervous about how thin it would look, but it's gonna hide it pretty well. Now, the other trick with this is if you make your curls too tight, they're not going to cover as much space and you're gonna see more holes in your wreath. So, what size did I cut them? 10 inches. Don't the green stems show? We don't have anything green on this one. Candace, weren't you just taping furniture? All right, last 2 10-inch cuts. Julie, I did get some rest, yep. All right, so we got all in there. Now we're gonna do some 18-inch cuts. We're gonna need 8 of them. Go around the top. All right. So I'm doing 18 instead of 20 just because sometimes you don't get all 30 feet on the roll of mesh, and it would be no good if we got all the way to the end and realized we didn't have enough mesh. So I just go about 18 instead of the 20. I'd rather have a little bit left over than not enough. 4. What is our next conference? Our next conference is Wreath Makers Live. You can go to wreathmakerslive.com to check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 7. One more. All right. And then, y'all, we had about 14 inches left. So we would have been just a couple of inches short, right? Because 14 divided by 2 is not 8. All right, so we're gonna take this 18-inch piece, we're gonna curl it in just the tiniest little bit, and then give it a good ruffle. Then we're gonna add that 18-inch ruffle all the way around the top. Do I ever do just ribbon wreaths? You mean just ribbon tails on it? I usually don't. Where will it be? It will be in Houston area, Houston, Texas. If you go to wreathmakerslive.com, you can get all those details. Hey, what's up, y'all? Can y'all believe the week is almost over? Tonight we're doing our last Valentine wreath of the year. Then will be full-blown Mardi Gras, Easter, maybe a few more St. Patrick's Day items. But as of right now, Mardi Gras is my biggest seller this year, so I need to spend some more time getting more of those made and listed. You thought it was Thursday? No, it's only Wednesday, friend. All right. Did I have a better day today? It was all right. All right, so you can see like it's not nearly as thick as our normal wreaths, but normally we would use almost 2 full rolls of mesh. This one only uses 1 roll. But the sign that I'm using is really big. So by the time we put our sign and start filling in with our bow, it's gonna take up a lot of space, and we're not gonna be stressed about that. Y'all, I grabbed that crazy lid that doesn't let any, like it sounds like I'm guzzling water, and it's just like barely coming out. We might have to take off our lid. All right, so this is a pretty heavy wooden sign. If the sign is of any type of significant weight, we do not want to use sticky mounts. Sticky mounts are for lightweight items. Why did I skip coaching last night? Linda, I sent out a text with the explanation in it. Hopefully you get my text messages. So this one we are gonna use our stapler. Do we have any business workshops coming up? We don't have anything pre-planned right now, but it's always something. All right, so this one is gonna go from here all the way down there. Get a little bit of hot glue. Gonna unplug that while we're thinking about it. Y'all, I'm doing this step right now, and then we're gonna put it off to the side and make our bow. All right. So our sign was black, red, and white. I found this ribbon here that I really liked. And then where the black and white cross, it looks a little grayish. So I pulled in a little bit of gray ribbon. We've got the red glitter to match the glitter hearts. And then we've got some black ribbon. And then I pulled in this little black and white pinstripe just because I liked it. And then, of course, a 7/8 to finish it off. What am I drinking? It's just water. Just water for me. Nelda sold a Valentine wreath with that sign this week. Awesome. Y'all, I'm either drinking water or an energy drink all the time. I know, it's bad for me, but it's fine. All right, we are gonna make this bow pretty big. She's gonna be thick. All right, so let's start out with about a 15-inch tail instead of 12. We're gonna give it a good twist. We're gonna use our easy bow maker. We're gonna go about 8 inches out on this first loop. Do I have more energy now being on my health? Probably not, because before I lived on Coke and sweet tea, so I had lots of energy. And now I don't drink either one of those things. All right. This one is just going to be slightly smaller. Y'all, I'm going to grab a solid red real quick and pull that in. Mary said tomorrow is her first day without Coke. Mary, I would, are you going to replace it with some other caffeine? If not, you're going to get a headache. All right. Y'all, this ribbon is so pretty. Okay, but if we did this ribbon like we did everything else, we would be all upside down. So we're gonna do this one backwards. We're gonna start with our short tail. We're gonna pull it over here. Get our twist. Get our other twist. And then have our long tail coming down. And then all we have to do is, on this one that's upside down, is just give it a good twist right in the center. Is there another bow maker? This is the only one I use. All right, now all of our hearts are the right way. Y'all, let's use our little pinstripe. This reminds me of like a mobster's suit for some reason. Y'all, the wind is, I didn't look at the weather. Is it supposed to get bad today? All right, gonna use our solid red. Now, this one is from Christmas. It's been sold out for a long time, so I'm just gonna apologize now. But look how pretty that bright red is on the front and that red and white pinstripe on the back. So pretty. But it's sold out. Gomez Adams, yeah. Did anybody watch Wednesday? I haven't seen it yet. All right, and then I always like to bring one of our ribbons with the same pattern that we used in the back to the front of our bow. So anytime I buy a ribbon with a pattern, I really try to grab the 1.5 inch of that same ribbon if it's available. And we're gonna do this one the same way. We're gonna start with our short tail. That way our long tail is the right way. And the only ribbon that we have to manipulate is this one. One simple little twist, and now it's the right way. All right, now I'm just gonna use that little 7/8 for our center loop. Y'all, I like to use the center loop because it helps hide the center of our bow. All right, so it's just one little loop and 2 tails. Let's grab a 20-inch pipe cleaner so we can tie it off. All right, just zoom out. Just wrapping my pipe cleaner around there. I'm gonna give it a good twist. Dana, hopefully you're saving some little kitties. All right, so we needed a large bow because we have a large gap to fill on our wreath. You'll see in just a minute. I can't. Y'all, I don't know what's wrong with this particular lid, but it doesn't let the water come out. And it sounds like I'm like drinking out a freaking water trough. We're just gonna take our lid off. All right, we need to get our sign on here first. You thought it was a tree topper? Nope. Nope. All right. So we're gonna get this attached here. So if you missed the beginning, we did a base that only used one roll of mesh. We did 2 10-inch curls around the whole bottom. Then we did 18-inch ruffles around the top. Drill a small hole. Julie, I'm not doing that. That's too much work when we have thousands of lids. I'm just gonna throw that one away. Y'all, I didn't cut off the string. What the heck? All right, then we're gonna attach this other side. Now I'm making sure that the edge of my heart is staying along the line of the mesh over here. How did I get off sweet tea? I just stopped drinking it. All right, I'm pulling that sign down nice and tight. That way it pushes our mesh nice and condensed. Making sure I like the way it looks, and then gonna wrap this other side on. Margaret, we did order some of those Christmas trees like I got for me, yeah. All right, now you see over here on this side where we have that big gap, that's how we made our bow bigger than normal. So our bow is gonna sit and fill in that whole space, look. Done. Let's get that on here and tie it off. Will I have green trees available? I think we'll have a whole line of them, pretty sure. All right, get that tied in there. Hey Connie, how are you feeling? Last update I saw you were not feeling too hot. All right, y'all, then we're just gonna fluff this out. So I wanna get it to where it hugs the sun, but it doesn't cover the sun. You're hooked on flavored waters? I can't stand them. I don't like the artificial sweetener taste. It drives me ew. Better? Good. All right. Look how good that looks, all nice and filled in. Yeah, a line of Christmas trees. All right, let's get our ribbon tails cut. I definitely feel like we need to bring in more of this gray, just because it kind of livens up the whole situation. Let's do these. Mom's probably like, where are we gonna put Christmas trees? Am I being snarky? I'm not. I'm not. All right, we're gonna do 12-inch tails. We're gonna cut 8 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Y'all, I don't know that I'm gonna love this ribbon for tails. The wire is not crazy good. And it may not be the wire. I think it's the gray ribbon. It's just a little bit soft. But we'll see. We'll see. Y'all, I'm not a fan of that dovetail I did over here, so let's make that a little bit better. There we go. Can't wait to see the trees. As long as I get one of all of them, we're good. All right, let's cut our 8 of these. Y'all, I'm using the ribbon tail board from our friends over at hotmeshmom.com. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jerica has bought every size on the ribbon tail boards. I need new sizes. I need sizes for my door hangers. All right, let's do our 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Margaret, you could have 3 trees next year. Margaret. Go to the at-home store. See if they have any trees left. Then you can have all the trees. Hey, Marlene in Canada. Y'all, have you started getting your resupply boxes yet? I know they're shipping. You heard that is The year of the rabbit. I heard that it is the year of the rabbit. You think they'll be big this year? No. I don't. Yeah, so UPS is doing the boxes now. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they brought a UPS truck and filled it. So UPS basically told us they could save us like 25% on our shipping of the boxes. So we're trying it to see, because if they can save us 25%, that means the stuff in your box is going to get better. So if it takes like an extra day to get to y'all because it's UPS versus FedEx, that's why. I think this is the first month that they get to try the boxes. So we'll see how it goes. What happened to FedEx? Their price wasn't where it needed to be. Basically, the hike in the prices was eating into the stuff that was in your box. So we went back out for shipping bids, and UPS won. Christina, USPS don't even want to play the game. $3,000 package, and they're like, no, thank you. All right. And what's funny is our friends over at FedEx watch my lives, so we'll see if they call tomorrow to see what they can do about pricing. All right, so we're just gonna alternate between our two colors here, back and forth, right around the bottom first. Looking so skinny. Joan, this is a really dirty shirt. Look at all the stuff on it. But these are new shirts that came from a new print company that we have listed, so you can now get a Makers University shirt if you don't have one yet. All right, so we're just gonna give it a good pinch and add one of these all the way around in our twist ties. We're just gonna alternate back and forth. Good old train in the background. I'm tiny, I'm not that little, I promise. Personal? What about personal? Peggy, no, we're gonna do a different shirt. You want to make sure we don't have my size? Beth, I can't control the sizes that the companies offer. Lydia likes all the new greenery. Hopefully Parker ordered us some more grapevines. Amy, now this is not dinner. I don't really know what is on my shirt. It's got to be from the printer at the warehouse. Elizabeth, listen. They work all my nerves. Now, what's nice about this particular design is the mesh, the top layer and the bottom layer is so close together that we don't even have to add tails on this top row and you can't even miss it. Derica, it'll be clean and back in my closet by tomorrow. Let's not be crazy. Jess will have this thing in the washing machine in the morning and back on the hanger before we get home tomorrow. Y'all, I just put the same ribbon back to back. You're looking for the dog paw grapevine? We don't have any. Hopefully they can deliver the boxes will fit in a postal locker. Our boxes will not fit in a postal locker. You need one of these shirts? There was one on my counter. It's probably in my closet now. Yeah, we'll probably have grapevines back in stock early next week if I had to guess. All right, we're almost done with the ribbon tails around the bottom. Y'all, how many of y'all have joined the workshop that we're having at the end of the month? Am I still tortoise sitting? No, the tortoise is back at his house for now. We all need a Jessica. Listen, I found mine at a restaurant. Went out to dinner. She was the only server that was cleaning up the restaurant. And I was like, hey, do you like your job? She said no. I said, you want a new job? She was like, who are you? So listen, just call me tomorrow. Lots of y'all joined. Awesome. It's going to be a good workshop. Your tracking info is in your emails yesterday, but it's for now. B, we wouldn't, we can't like take your email back, so it's got to be there somewhere. Now I'm not gonna force ribbon tails in this area right here. It just doesn't need it. But I am gonna go ahead and add one down here. And we're gonna tighten this pipe cleaner here. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but see how it's starting to slant in? That means that this is not tight enough. So we'll fix that. Y'all, you can go to creativecoachingworkshop.com to sign up if you haven't yet. There's already a ton of pre-recorded classes in there waiting for you. Probably all of them but mine and Stacy's. I need to do that this weekend. Cynthia, you can just go over to creativecoachingworkshop.com and you can get all of the information. You joined the workshop and creative coaching. Glad to have you. Y'all, whenever you go to the creativecoachingworkshop.com, there is a spot where you can either sign up just for the workshop, it's $40, or you can sign up for the workshop and creative coaching and you get the workshop for half off. So if you're not in creative coaching, I highly recommend that you do the $20 plus coaching option. It gives you a chance to do the workshop and creative coaching for a month, and then if you decide you don't like it, you just go cancel. So for $55, you have access to thousands of training videos. Because we have, what, over 4 years of content in the coaching group, and then we have over 700 recorded tutorials in the membership portal. And then every single week, we have anywhere between 7 and 8 new videos. So, lots of content. You can basically just cancel cable and join creative coaching because there will always be something for you to watch. Happy early birthday, Barbara. All right. Y'all, let's trim up our bow. And then we're done. Well, we're not done. We're going to use some of our leftovers to make a door hanger. Connie, remember whenever I used to be your favorite? All right, let's dovetail all these. Hopefully everyone in here that is in the creative coaching group has went in there and posted your wreath critiques for Jordan. There's a post in there that says, you know, post your designs here and Jordan will give you feedback and tips on them. Susan, like, I have not watched TV since I joined creative coaching. Y'all, there's a lot of content. And we're always looking for new content, so. Y'all just making sure I got all of my tails. I think I did. Oh, let's get this tightened right here. We offer this coaching group again. It's always there. You need business coaching 101. I am trying to make time to do some another business coaching 101, but I just haven't had time. All right, so all I'm doing is pulling that pipe cleaner on this side behind the sign. Getting that good and twisted. I'll show you guys what I mean. All right, so all I did, well, you can't really see it, but all I did was, all right, so let's say this was attached to the sign and the metal. So where it had open space in the middle, I pinched it and I twisted that to cause more tension here. Still not sure how it works or when they will be live. Whenever you join the coaching groups, all you have to do is download the calendar, and then it will be right on your phone every time we're live. You can get text message alerts. You can sign up for all the things. There are 1,000 ways to get messages in there, just as long as you follow the introductory message. All right, let's kick this thing to the curb. That was last week's news. And get our new wreath hanging up. All right. This way, like that. That's how I would hang it. So see how that bow just filled in that whole side there? Perfect. All right. Now, with our leftovers, I'm going to take that little bit of mesh that we had left. Y'all, I got to get that trash emptied sooner or later. All right, we're going to just curl that up a little bit and ruffle it. Then we're going to do a 10-inch strip of all of our different ribbons. So one thing that we talk about in creative coaching and business coaching is maximizing what we're already using, right? So if we already going to have all these supplies left over, we might as well make something else with it. So we're just 10-inch piece of ribbon. Slide that in there. Y'all, I already have some cut from the tails. I think they're 12 though, so we're just going to trim that down. Three more rolls of mesh. I got plenty of mesh for sure. All right, we got this one. We need this one. We need our solid glitter. Tina ordered 6 door hangers this week. So we are shipping almost like within 2 days or so right now, so that's good. All right, so I just took a 10-inch piece of all of the ribbons that we used in our wreath, and we're just gonna layer them all in here. You're excited for the workshop? The coaches will be here before we know it. That means I gotta move some of my stuff around, y'all. There's stuff literally everywhere right now. Tiffany said her monthly box will be here Friday. Awesome. If it says your label has been created, then yours has not shipped yet. Grab a zip tie. We need room for snacks. There is no room for snacks right now, friend. All right, get that good and tight. Y'all, we're just gonna fluff this out a little bit. Nothing crazy there. Now, y'all, this one has holes drilled in it because I needed it to do wire, and I'm not doing wire because it's too much work. So we are just going to grab this and that's it. Do I ever put ribbon in my bow that's not in your tails? Yeah, we had multiple of these that were not in the tails. Y'all, I'm just gonna make a knot right here that is just larger than that little hole right there. That way it'll hang and not fall. Because ain't nobody got time for that wire thing. Y'all, I used the wire on one order. Of course, that order had a whole lot of them, and never again. Never again. I messaged our friends who do this all the time with wire, and I was like, I don't know how y'all do that, because the only thing it made me want to do is cuss. All right, just gonna hang it, make sure they're not gonna pop out. And then I'm just gonna staple this right up here. So for me personally, because the door hangers have been doing so well in our Etsy shop, I'm going to try to do a door hanger that coordinates with every wreath that we make. you know, I already have all the ribbon and mesh and everything out. I might as well spend the extra 3 minutes and make another door hanger that also matches it. And then I have enough supplies here left over that I could list more than one of these if I wanted to. This particular one does have glitter on it. You guys can kind of see that shine. All right, y'all, now I have 2 more projects that I can put in my Etsy shop. All right, so couple things. We do have new supplies at DecoExchange.com. You should definitely check that out. And if you have not joined us for the workshop yet, you should definitely do that. Just go to creativecoachingworkshop.com. And I do believe I added like 40 or so new door hangers, metal signs, and vinyl to both websites today. So, happy shopping. Good night, y'all.